This is a toy from the baby boomer era, Big Max, the electronic conveyor by Remco. This was manufactured in the mid-50s during the heart of the industrial age. This toy allowed children to work hard transferring the metal slug iron ores from the recessed storage container via conveyor belt into the awaiting trucks transitory with the help of Big Max, the robot, and his magnetized armature. The main console had 3 levers which controlled the power to Big Max and conveyor along with a control knob directing his rotational movement. This toy is a classic baby boomer toy. Good size, very colorful. Base measures 12 inches by 8¼ inch in size. The robot himself at the center measures about 5½ inches tall. This takes 4 D-sized batteries. It was advertised as a remote control, but back then, before truth in advertising came out, remote control didn't mean radio control had a wire connected to it. Remco was founded in the mid-1940s by 2 cousins, and the name Remco itself stands for remote control. They came up with some of the pretty cool toys, battery-operated toys. Remco was one of the better toy manufacturers out of them all because they had some really cool ones to play with. So this toy allowed kids to use their imagination and work in a factory with a robot and a conveyor belt and trucks, and that's how it was back then. There was no safety issues. These companies were not as aware of the precautions, and many workers died horrible deaths. But these days, there are strict guidelines enforced by the Department of Labor and OSHA. And here in this video, we have our OSHA representative by the name of Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina always insists on being on site just to make sure everything goes as planned. I have 3 of these toys, 2 of them in pretty decent working condition. One of them I took apart just for parts. I have a good box and one box that's not so good. I didn't pay much for these. I remember back looking at an old catalog, these went for sale in grocery stores for like $1.50, $1.98. Now you can find them anywhere from $100 to $200, depending on the condition. This toy had the main console and it had 3 levers which controlled the power to Big Max and the conveyor belt, the directional movement, the magnetized armature. So a little kid can get a lot done playing with this toy. Thank you, and this is another attempt to bring the memories and the joy of toys from the simpler era to you in the comfort of your home, and hopefully you'll have enjoyed this one. Okay, thank you.
Wait, are we done?